I'm about to do your Cancer Tarot reading for the end of November 2021. And in this Cancer love reading, we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Cancer, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Cancer love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Cancer Tarot reading for you. Now, let's get on with this Cancer love reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you here at the very end of November 2021 and moving forward, what they're thinking about you, what their beliefs are about you. Then we're going to take a look at what their intentions are toward you here at the very end of November 2021, as well as what their most likely actions are going to be moving forward from the end of November 2021. Then I'm going to get you some advice from the universe on how you should best navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, kind of how you should navigate this so it works out in the way that's best for you. Now, this is not a personal reading, this is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can find all the information about that in the description right below this video. But this is a general reading, which means I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Cancer people I'm supposed to be getting messages for. And that really means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with every single Cancer person on the whole planet all at the same time, because not every Cancer person on the whole planet is going through the same situation all at the same time. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this, energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So if you're not a Cancer and you're just watching this Cancer Tarot reading because you're interested in a Cancer and you want to know what's going on between the two of you, I'm totally cool with that. Just keep in mind that especially for cross watchers, energies are very prone to get flipped around backwards, so you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you should still probably watch the readings for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more information, more clarity, more insight as to what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos, the info about my personal readings, information about the different tarot decks I use in these readings, crystals, all kinds of fun, helpful stuff is in the description right below this video. But enough talking, let's get on with this Cancer end of November 2021 love reading. Let's start by getting 3 cards for how does Cancer's romantic person of interest really feel about Cancer here at the end of November 2021. Moving forward, please. There we go. Well, you're showing up in your reading already here, Cancer. That's usually a good sign. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're connected, but it is a 2, and in tarot, 2s represent needing to make some kind of a choice or a decision here about this love connection. So your person's definitely feeling the connection here. Right under that, we have King of Cups. This is Pisces energy. I guess sometimes this can be Scorpio energy. This is a decision-making energy. This is someone who, when they make decisions, they consult their intuition. They consult their emotions when they make their decisions. They just don't let that stuff cloud their judgment. Now, the King of Cups is also someone who doesn't necessarily wear his heart on his sleeve. So this person, even though they're feeling the power of this connection here, they definitely have a lot of love and emotions for you. They just may not necessarily outwardly express that. The King of Cups doesn't publicly broadcast what his emotions are, how he's feeling about something. Usually someone who, no matter how rough and choppy the waters are around him, can kind of maintain his calm and his composure. Can't really tell what he's feeling based on looking at him. So, person definitely feeling the connection, may not be outwardly expressing it though. In their actual feelings for you here, Cancer, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the Chariot. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is very slow forward moving energy, methodical, 1 foot in front of the other, 1 step at a time, not being in a big hurry, not being in a big rush. A lot of times for me, when I see the Knight of Pentacles, especially as the first card in the person's energy. This is usually an energy where things are not moving as quickly as they would like to see them moving. Probably getting a little bit aggravating because they want to see a faster pace than this, especially when I have this Chariot card out here. Probably feeling like this is moving a little bit slow. Probably not necessarily telling you that though. This Four of Cups is Cancer energy. This is emotional discontentment. Your person's not feeling totally happy and fulfilled with the Three Cups that they have, so much so that they keep daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that they believe is going to lead them to more happiness, more fulfillment. A lot of times this can represent that there's either a love offer already on the table between the two of you and it hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air. Or this is your person feeling like making a love offer to you, contemplating doing that, but they just haven't done so yet. I don't know, maybe they're trying to take their sweet time on that. Maybe they're afraid of getting rejected. Maybe they have offered you their cup of love and they're just kind of like, things aren't progressing quickly enough here for their taste. Final card in their feelings is the Cancer Major Arcana card. So I've got, out of these 4 cards that I can see right here, 3 of them are Cancer energy. So definitely feeling you. This Chariot is the fastest moving energy in the tarot deck. It's about using the will to move forward very quickly past any problems or challenges from the past, to get by all that stuff and move forward into success and victory very quickly. I'm feeling like your person has either offered you a cup of love and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet, or they're really thinking about doing this here because they're feeling the connection, having feelings for you, even if they're not saying it. Things are just going this pace and they want them to go this super fast pace. That's their feelings. Let's take a look at what they're thinking about you, Cancer. What's this person thinking about Cancer here at the end of November 2021 and moving forward, please? What are their thoughts about Cancer? That one, huh? Okay, we'll take you. Well, on the bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive, but it's more about like defending their position on something, defending their stance on something, or being willing to fight for what it is that they desire, fight for this connection. I see 3 of Wands right under that. This is Aries energy. This is an energy of waiting on something. Like they have already chosen the path that they believe leads them to the world that they want. That path is leading to you. And they've started actively taking steps down that path. They're at the beginning stages of manifesting what it is that they desire. It just hasn't happened yet. It hasn't materialized in this physical 3D reality, and they're still waiting on it to show up, but they have a positive expectancy that it's going to, and they're willing to fight for this connection here. So that's looking good. In their actual thinking about you, Cancer, we have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. Saw a lot of cups in their feelings, a lot of love and emotions. That's good. Wanting things to go quicker. Now in their thinking about you, I am seeing a lot of Wands energy here. Wands are about passion and desire. So this person has a lot of emotions for you, and they have a lot of passion and desire for you. This Ace of Wands represents a new beginning in passion and desire. So they're thinking about a new beginning. This is also the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. It can represent the male phallus and using it to be intimate, sexual energy, things like that. So this person is probably thinking along those lines when it comes to you too. Next we have the Queen of Cups and their thoughts about you. This is Cancer energy. So here you are showing up again in your own reading. The Queen of Cups is someone who has a lot of love and emotions for you. They're probably thinking about you and viewing you in this light, that you are very intuitive, you're in touch with your emotions, that you have a lot of love and emotions to give. I'm getting the distinct impression this person has a lot of emotions and feelings about you here and wanting to give emotions and love to you. But then in their thinking we have this 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden being carried by your person. It's also a 10 though, and in tarot 10s are completions. So this could be the completion of a heavy burden, getting to the spot where this burden can be laid down and you guys can move forward without it. this could be that your person has all this emotions for you, and they're in this energy of waiting and trying to fight through the waiting. They're in this energy of things moving at this really, really slow pace. From their point of view, it might seem like progress isn't even happening, even though it is. It's just really slow, and they want to see it go at this very, very fast pace. It doesn't seem to be doing that, so that's probably burdening them. That's their feelings and their thoughts. Let's take a look at what their beliefs are about you, Cancer. What are this person's beliefs about Cancer at the end of November 2021 and moving forward, please? What are their beliefs about Cancer? Okay. That one? No, okay. Sorry. Bottom of the deck. Two of Cups, Cancer energy. They believe that this is a love connection between the two of you. I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're connected. But again, this is a 2, and that represents needing to make a choice. I don't know if this person's needing to make a choice about offering you this cup of love, or if there's a choice that needs to be made about this connection in terms of accepting this cup of love, being able to move this forward. But your person's definitely feeling the connection, definitely believes there is a connection. There's that King of Cups again. They have a lot of love and emotions for you. Again, Pisces energy. May not necessarily be outwardly expressing it. That could be what they're contemplating here with this 4 of Cups. They have all these emotions for you. Keep daydreaming a lot about you. Probably thinking about getting a little frisky with you, it might appear. But may not necessarily be talking about it. May not be letting that cat out of the bag here. Now, in their beliefs about you, we have the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. So this 10 of Cups is more Pisces energy. This is most people's goal in terms of love and emotions and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale ending card, the happy fairy tale love connection card. It's when 2 people come together into a union and everyone's happy and loved and appreciated, like the happy family. Again, like most people's goal, they believe they can have this 10 of Cups type of a connection with you. Next in their beliefs, though, is this 5 of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is, 5s are conflict. This is a conflict in their desires, like an internal conflict, where a piece of them wants one thing, a piece of them wants a different thing, and they're kind of playing this internal battle of tug of war inside their own desires, kind of pulling themselves in multiple different directions at the same time. Or maybe they're believing that you are internally conflicted. Maybe they're believing a piece of you wants this connection and a piece of you doesn't. I'm feeling more like this is your person being internally conflicted, probably about whether or not they can express their emotions to you, whether or not they can offer this cup of love to you. It's like, clearly see why they would want to do that, but then again, they're carrying some kind of a heavy burden, and this may be a spot where maybe they're afraid they're going to get rejected and they don't want to face that, so they're just like internally conflicted, where a piece of them wants to move this forward with you and another piece of them's afraid to. Could be that. But the final card in their beliefs for you here at the end of November 2021, Cancer, is the 7 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is a period of time where they are pausing to reflect and take stock of this connection, take stock of this situation here. And what they're doing is looking at these 7 seeds that have been planted between the 2 of you guys, and they're trying to decide, is this going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that they really want? That maximum stability, abundance, prosperity, that happy, stable home life where 2 people or maybe even 2 families are combined together, combining all their assets and resources to build something very stable, abundant, and prosperous. We see this 10 of Cups in their beliefs about this connection. Most people's goal in love and relationships. The 10 of Pentacles that they're hoping for is most people's goal in terms of like the physical reality here. So this is either them believing that they need to take some time to think about whether this is going to pan out or whether they should cut their losses and move on. This is really about like deciding, is this where I want to invest all my time, effort, and energy, or is this not going to work the way I want and maybe I should go somewhere else? Or this is about these seeds have already been planted We've already seen that energy of waiting. We've already seen this really slow moving energy. This could be a spot where they're just waiting on this to develop. They believe maybe I need to wait on this to develop a little bit more before I make my move. That could be what their internal conflict is. They have this really strong desire to get into a connection with you. But maybe they think that they need to wait. Let this develop a little bit more. Let's take a look at what their intentions are toward you here at the end of November 2021 and moving forward. What are this person's intentions toward Cancer at the end of November 2021 and moving forward, please? Thank you. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. This is the mother of the tarot deck. This represents all four queens rolled up into one person. Now, the Empress is perpetually pregnant, so she represents the birth of something new. She's actually the gateway between the divine and this physical 3D reality that we live in. So all new things get manifested into our reality via the Empress. She's card 3 of the major arcana. She rules over the 3s of the 4 suits in the deck. We saw that 3 of Wands, that energy of being at the beginning stages of manifesting something, having this positive expectancy that what they want is going to show up. It just hasn't materialized yet. It hasn't been birthed into our reality yet. The Empress is how that happens. So they're intending to birth something new with you here. We have the World right under that. This is the final card of the major arcana. It represents completions. In terms of zodiac signs, this represents the 4 fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. This is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. So I think they're trying to end this cycle of waiting and being burdened and this moving slower than they would like, being internally conflicted here. And they're intending to end that cycle and start a beautiful new cycle that has that love connection where you guys can actually express love and emotions and get into this 10 of Cups type of an energy that they want. Also in their intentions for you, Cancer, we have the Hermit, the 4 of Swords, and Death. Now, the Hermit is Virgo energy. This is a major arcana card. It's something happens to like force your person to go internal. This is not an energy that someone chooses. This is something happens that forces them here. It's like withdrawal, isolation, going inside themselves to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. He's got the star in his lantern, and he uses that to shine the light down into the shadows of himself. This is about looking inside themselves, trying to figure out what's going on inside of me that maybe prevents me from offering this cup of love, what's going on inside of me that maybe prevents you from accepting it. Why do I feel so burdened by this? Why do I feel like this is moving slow? Why am I in this internal conflicted state here? It's about them going inside, trying to figure all that stuff out so that things can move forward and they can birth something new with you. That's probably how they're going to manifest the ending of this cycle and the beginning of the new cycle where you guys can be together. At least that's what they're intending to do. Next, we have the 4 of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is the minor arcana version of this Hermit card. Now, the Hermit is not a choice. You don't voluntarily go into Hermit mode. Something happens to put you there. The 4 of Swords is a choice. This is choosing to take a pause, take a rest, take a break, focus internally to do some contemplating about something so you can figure out what to do moving forward. So this is looking good. It's like in their intentions, they start out feeling forced to go inside themselves. And now it's more of a choice. So the energy is lightening up here. It's not quite as heavy in terms of got to figure out how to move this forward with Cancer. Final card in their intentions is Death. This is the Scorpio major arcana card. This is something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. We already saw the birth of something new. We saw the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle where something new can get birthed. This is some massive transformation that they're intending to cause here. Possibly by going inside themselves, figuring out how to move this forward, maybe figuring out how to transform themselves. But they're intending to transform this situation with you so that it's no longer like in this paused, stuck kind of a state here, and it's actually moving forward and birthing something new. That's their intentions anyway. Now, you know how people are. What they intend to do, what they actually end up doing are sometimes very different things. So let's take a look at what this person's most likely actions are going to be toward you here at the very end of November 2021 and moving forward from there. What are this person's most likely actions toward Cancer? Okay. I saw the Lover's card flip over and go back in the deck, so I think they're still like start-stop on the love connection aspect of things, and then I got them puking their energy out right here, 3 cards all at the same time. Let's see what we have. Good deal. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is a very grounded, stable, abundant, nurturing energy here. This is like a mothering energy, and so is this Queen of Cups that we see in their thinking about you. This has a lot to do with stability. She's one of the 2 people who would work together as equals to build the 10 of Pentacles. We've already seen them contemplating whether or not this is going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles or not. In their most likely actions, they're looking at it that way here. It's got a lot to do with stability. Right under that, we have the Cancer 2 of Cups. Love connection between the 2 of you. So they're most likely to do something to try to nurture this connection, to try to stabilize this connection. Yeah, there's that King of Cups again. So I've got the King of Cups 3 different times for your person. I've got the Queen of Cups out here. As far as your person is concerned, you guys are counterparts. You guys are a power couple. These are 2 cards that are supposed to be together, which usually represents 2 people who are probably supposed to be together, at least in terms of how your person's viewing it. Intending to stabilize this connection, do something to nurture this connection here. In their actual most likely actions toward you, Cancer, we have the 6 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this 6 of Wands is Leo energy. This is a card of recognition. It's about them recognizing something, either about themselves when they're in hermit mode in this 4 of Swords, recognizing something about this connection here and whether or not to invest in it, recognizing something about you. Whatever it is that they're recognizing here, this is going to allow them to move forward in success and victory. So they're very likely to move forward toward you here. Also, we have this 4 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. Now, 4s also represent stability, kind of like this Queen of Pentacles does here. I've got 2 4s right in the center of their most likely actions, so they're likely to do something to try and stabilize this connection, try and keep it grounded, try and get it off the ground. They're definitely not going to let go of you. They're going to hold on tight. Next, we have this 4 of Wands. This is Aries energy. We already saw the 3 of Wands being at that beginning stages of manifesting something, and it just hasn't happened yet. They're waiting on it with a positive expectancy. In the 4 of Wands, this is a celebration of the thing they're trying to manifest actually appearing in the physical reality. We saw the Empress in their intentions. They're intending to birth it into reality with you. This is the celebration of that. This is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the 2 of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. Your person is very likely to hold on tight and try to manifest a very stable connection with you here, trying to bring what they want into reality. And the final card in their most likely actions toward you is the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing. This is the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny. So this can represent a fated event. This can represent a change in the luck and fortune for your person here, a change in the luck and fortune of this connection. If things have been slow moving and it's feeling like a burden, and they're internally conflicted and having to do soul searching. This is all that turning around and them probably taking some serious action toward trying to move forward in this connection. This is also a card where it can be like the universe turning the wheel in the background, trying to make sure things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen actually does happen. That's usually what this card means for me. What's supposed to happen is going to happen. That's your person here at the end of November 2021, Cancer. Let's get you some advice from the universe on how you should navigate this situation you're finding yourself in with them. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, kind of how you should play this so it works out in the way that's best for you. What is the advice for Cancer about how to navigate the situation they're finding themselves in with this person, please? Okay, let me put these in order so I don't lose the order here. What is the advice for Cancer on how to navigate this situation, please? Let's get one more card for Cancer's advice. Huh? Okay, we'll take two. That's fine. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is a card of work, like putting in the work on something, putting in the time, the effort, the energy on something, or at least being willing to do that. Death, Scorpio energy. Massive transformation here. I already saw the Death card in their intentions toward you. They're intending to transform things. This is either your person putting in the work to transform things, or this is instructions for you to be willing to put in the work so that things can transform into what they're supposed to be here. Can be like reborn into something beautiful. Right under that, we have the 6 of Wands. We just saw that as the first card in your person's most likely actions. Again, Leo energy, recognition. This is you recognizing something about yourself or this person or the connection between the two of you, and whatever it is you're recognizing is allowing you to move forward in success and victory in terms of transforming this, in terms of putting the work in to transform this so that you can move forward. I'll be damned. Right under that is the Lovers. Gemini energy. This is the major arcana version of that 2 of Cups love connection we keep seeing in your person's energy. This is like soulmate type energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. This is 2 people who might supposed to be together. Now, in your actual advice, Cancer, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I tried to get 5. I got an extra one for you. 8 of Swords, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Now this 8 of Swords here is Gemini energy. This is thinking about something over and over and over again on this repeating loop in your mind. Not really being sure what the safe step to take is, which is probably why you're thinking about it a lot. Maybe feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because you don't know what the safe step to take is. I'm getting the feeling that you've got some fear, worry, and anxiety here with this Moon card. Can't quite see the path in front of you. Can't see exactly what you're supposed to do here. This can sometimes be an energy of feeling like something's hidden in the dark, feeling like something's hidden from you, like you don't have all the information. You can't clearly see where you're supposed to be going here. Probably looping that in your mind over and over and over again. The advice of this Moon card is like, you don't really need to see the path in front of you. You don't need to see the full path from beginning to end. You just need to see one step in front of yourself. Just take a step. Just keep moving, going down the path, listening to your emotions, listening to your intuition, and they will guide you in the right direction. Very next card for you, Queen of Cups. We've already seen that in your person's energy in terms of how they're thinking about you. It's in the center of their thoughts about you. This is Cancer energy, the most intuitive queen in the entire tarot deck. So again, this is screaming at me, listen to your emotions, listen to your intuition. They will guide you in the right direction. I'm feeling like intuitively, you're feeling like you should at least be willing to put the work in on this. even though you can't clearly see what the path is moving forward from here. Very next card for you is the Page of Wands. Pages are messengers. Wands are about passion and desire. So this can be news and messages and communications of passion and desire. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool card. Now the Fool card's about just throwing caution to the wind. We don't even need to think about it. Let's just do it. And he jumps off the cliff with no plan, no forethought whatsoever, just throwing caution to the wind, jumping off the cliff, and worrying about how to grow wings on his way down. This is a much more toned down version of that type of an energy. This is more about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path, even when you can't necessarily see exactly where the path leads to. Next we have the Six of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. I've already seen the Six of Wands in your person's energy. I've got the Six of Wands here in the story on the bottom of the deck for your advice. Six of Swords is about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind you. It's about, at its core, like moving away from some mentally or psychologically painful thing, leaving that behind you in the past where it belongs, and moving forward toward what it is that you actually want. Now, the woman with the swords all stuck in this boat represent that even though you are moving forward and leaving the past behind you, you're doing that carrying some lessons that you learned in the past forward with you. So that's good. If you've got something from your past that's causing you to have fear, worry, and anxiety and be stuck in your head thinking about this over and over again, I think this is saying be willing to leave that behind, be willing to put the work in on transforming this, and just recognize that you have those lessons that you learned about the past that you're carrying with you, so you're not going to make the same mistakes that you did before. Keep your eyes open for sure. Listen to your intuition for sure. But you're carrying some lessons with you and moving forward. The final card in your advice is the King of Pentacles. This is the other person who works together as equals to build that 10 of Pentacles that we talked about when we saw the Queen of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck for your person's energy. Right under that Queen of Pentacles is a love connection, and right under that, holy cow, right under that is the King of Cups and the Lovers. So we've got counterparts again with the King and the Queen of Cups. We've got counterparts again with the King and the Queen of Pentacles. We've got divine counterparts again with the Lovers. Again, we just saw the Lovers here on the bottom of this deck. This definitely has the potential to be a very balanced connection here, a very powerful connection. Speaking of balance, there's the Six of Pentacles under the Lovers card in your advice. Generosity, reciprocity, equal give and take. Very balanced connection here. So this is looking really good for you, Cancer. It looks like you have a person who you can move things forward with. They have a lot of love and emotions and passion and desire for you, and they believe they can have this 10 of Cups with you. I guess the only real decision here is on your end in terms of, are you going to get out of your head and stop thinking in circles about it and just trust your intuition to go down this path, to take the very first steps down this path toward them, even though you can't clearly see what you're doing, totally recognizing that you are carrying lessons from the past with you. And I think you just got to listen to your emotions, your gut feelings, and your intuition, and you'll be just fine. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Cancer love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.